Greater Phoenix Economic Council is a public-private partnership comprised of 22 cities and 150 private sector companies, in addition to the Maricopa County leadership. We were formed in 1989 to address business attraction, build a brand strategy for the region, but also then focus on the region's competitiveness position relative to recruitment and the retaining of high-value enterprises here in Greater Phoenix. We've had an influx of people that naturally move here every year. Almost 100,000 people move to Greater Phoenix on an annual basis. At the same time, we've been fortunate enough to recruit over 40 new companies to Arizona and specifically Greater Phoenix each and every year for the past several years. And we've had a lot of people moving to Greater Phoenix because of the climate, because of the tax and regulatory environment and the ease of doing business, but also the affordability. So it's a lot of attributes this region has that makes it attractive for people to want to be here. Well, it all starts with the talent base. So when a company's assessing whether they want to come to Arizona or not, it's typically starting with, do we have the appropriate K through 20 system that produces the right kind of people that these companies want and need and want to groom and hire? And at the same time, they're assessing our post-secondary system specifically to understand, is the community college network, the four-year institution, so they providing the type of scalable workforce that can allow them to be successful. So it all starts with talent. After that comes, is there modern infrastructure, is there an ease of doing business, the tax and regulatory environment. Typically those are the top 4 or 5 kind of assessments that these companies start with. These high-value enterprises are heavily focused on our talent pool and our scalable labor that we have available, and I would say that's why we've won a number of marquee projects in the last few years, is the production of labor coming out of our post-secondary system, coupled with the tax and regulatory environment that's been very favorable to companies. Because Greater Phoenix and Arizona are pretty significantly reliant on the movement of people to drive our gross domestic product position, meaning people and companies relocating to a market, anything that will stymie that is going to be problematic and for the economy. Corporations have more choices than ever before. So a manufacturer, for example, these enterprises can locate anywhere in the Mountain West. So if you're putting a position where the executives or other high-value employees are going to be hit with a higher personal income tax, they have choices. They have Utah, Nevada, Texas. Some either have low income tax or no income tax. And so we're in a position where we have to evaluate taxes from a balanced tax system. And this particular approach will immediately stall a lot of the net immigration of people and companies. There's dozens of companies I've talked to in the last month that are evaluating what does this mean, what are the implications, and it's more so about a message to the market. No one is afraid of investing in education. Many are saying, do you have a broader comprehensive plan that's a long-term strategy that won't harm the economy? And that's the feedback we're gaining. And so while this is important because we need an education investment, there are better ways to do this, and I'm hopeful that we will, collectively as a business community, come forward with a broader plan. Well, it's still undetermined in terms of the fiscal or the economic impacts. We're studying that as we speak, along with other peer organizations. So it's unknown the fiscal and economic impacts. They're looking at Arizona, but they're also looking at these other Mountain West states. Let's not give them another reason to not choose our state, and think more thoughtfully about a broader comprehensive plan, the new way that we should be thinking about, or the better way we should be thinking about investing in education long term.